Hi guys, let's take a look at a brand new Baofeng UV82 dual band VHF UHF radio. Inside the box you get user's manual and a free headset, which has, when I first opened the box I thought, why do they have two PTT buttons on the handset, but I'm going to go into details about these later on. Here you have the body of the radio. It's slightly longer compared to the older ones, but a relatively thin, slim body. Okay, so it does 136 to 174 and 400 to 520 megahertz. So that's your VHF and UHF covered. And the output power is around 5 watt. Next is the lithium-ion battery. That's 1800 milliamp hours with two spring clips, and it slides onto the back of the radio. You will also get a SMA female antenna, so that's for the 2 meter and 70 centimeter band, which is the same thing as, the same connection as other Baofeng radios. There is also a belt clip. Now this one comes with a UK charger. You can also get the European, the 2-pin plug with the radio as well. The desktop charging pod, it's got a different shape to the previous radios, but it's the same connection at the back. So if you had one of these older wall plugs, you can use them with this radio, no problem. So you just drop the radio in to charge it. And the last thing is a small wrist strap that comes with all the radio. When you first pick up the radio, you notice the build quality of the UV82 is quite solid. So on the front you have a rather large badge for Baofeng on top of the radio, and the screen has moved to the middle compared to the older models. The front keypad is what you call a normal keypad, where the 0 goes underneath your number 789s, and the buttons are rather large and they have quite a positive feel. So for someone with rather big fingers, if you like, you will find this keypad a lot easier to use. On the left hand side of the radio you have the PTT at the top of this side. However, you do get an A and B switch, so that's in fact there are two PTT switches, one for when you have the A band and the other one for the B band. So without changing the A and B band, which you can do using one of the buttons, you can transmit directly by pressing the upper part of the button or the lower one, which is very interesting and very different to the other models. You have two function keys on the side, so again they are opening the squelch for this one, and the other one is to listen to FM broadcast, and they have a secondary function as well. On the right hand side of the radio you have the normal microphone, speaker and programming lead connection, so it's the same cable that you use for your other radios. And on the back of the radio, where your belt clip will normally go onto, so there's two screws for that, and it's the back of the battery. I say it's slightly curved at the back of the battery, so it's not as thick as you think on the UV82. So let's have a look at the top of the radio. You get the on and off and volume switch on the side, and a rather big LED torch, much bigger than the older ones. I think they've done a a little kind of lens improvement on there, and you get two separate lights, one for transmit, one for receive. So enough said, let's switch the radio on. As you can see, you have a similar size display screen on the UV82, and you can use that for example, when you program it, you can display the channel names or numbers. In terms of programming, it's very straightforward. You can use the Chirp software, or you can use the factory software online, and I have just spent about an hour or two on using these softwares. So the menus, they go, I think there are 41 options. So again, the different functions are very similar to the UV5R. Let me demonstrate the A and B button on the side. So the little arrow now is on the top one, on the A band. But if you wanted to transmit on the A band, you usually just press the PTT and it will do that. But if you have, if you don't know where the little arrow is, but you have got a different frequency on the B band, you just press that button and it automatically transmits on the B band. Okay, so side by side I have the UV5RC on the left, UV82, the new model, in the middle, and UVB5 on the right. As you can see, the B5 has the dial, the switch on top, the selection switch on top of the radio, which is something I really like, and I wish the 82 or the UV5R would have that. And on the other hand, the 82 is the tallest out of the three. And the same as the B5, they have the display screen in the middle of the radio. Now the large keypad, as you can see on the 82, is something I particularly enjoy. In the same order, you have the UV5RC on the left and UVB5 on the right. In the middle is the UV82. So it is taller, but it's not thicker in any way than the other two models. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the review. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to receive regular updates and new videos on reviews and unboxing of different handheld radios.